Did you know that there is around 5 million trillion bacteria on our planet? That's a 5 with 30 zeros after it. There are way more bacteria on the planet than there are stars in space. That being said, of course not all of it is bad bacteria, but it is still important to know how we can treat the harmful ones. The major way of treating bacterial infections is through the use of antibiotics, but recently a major problem has developed. Antibiotic resistance has caused numerous problems to develop, and none of them good. This includes the creation of methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, also known as MRSA, which can cause pneumonia, meningitis, and staph infections. MRSA is most prevalent in hospitals, where there are open wounds in a concentrated area of weak patients. It spreads rapidly and is hard to treat now that it is resistant to most antibiotics. How did this happen in the first place? It's simple. Taking antibiotics too frequently or unnecessarily, which allows the bacteria to get used to the medicine and mutate into stronger forms. After knowing all this, you might be asking, how can we prevent so many people from dying from resistant bacteria like MRSA? It all starts with bacteriophages, of course. Bacteriophages are viruses that attack bacteria in two ways. The first method is through the lytic cycle, in which a phage infects a bacterium with its DNA. More phages form inside the bacterium, and they explode out of it. The second method is by the lysogenic cycle, in which the phage infects them with its own DNA. Then, that DNA incorporates into the bacterium's DNA and remains dormant until the bacterium is lacking sufficient nutrients. Once it reaches that point, then the DNA becomes active, and once again, the phages explode out of the bacterium. Bacteriophages are found everywhere that bacteria live, which includes the human body. In bacteriophages, there are special enzymes that have evolved over time to perform to their very best. Lysins. Lysins perform the task of breaking down a bacterium's cell wall when the bacteriophage is attacking a bacterium. Imagine a door with a lock on it. This door is a bacterium's cell wall. The key to unlocking that door, in this case, would be the lysin. What makes lysins especially promising in our fight against antibacterial resistance is that they are specific to each bacterium. This means that they can spare all of the good bacteria that may be aiding digestion and still go after specific bacteria like MRSA. Lysins can also clear biofilms, or large clumps of bacteria, which previously couldn't be done with antibiotics. Most importantly, they have shown little or no resistance. In scientific studies, lysins have shown to be very promising in almost completely eradicating harmful bacteria. With all they have to offer, why haven't we used them yet? There is still lots of research to be done on the topic, but the results so far show that they could be our best weapon against antibacterial resistance.